Alright, so Dylan, we need to make you happy. Look, you don't need to pee anymore. Hey guys, it's Keviolah, and welcome to my Let's Play The Sims 4 Big Brother edition. Today is our have-nots competition and our nomination days. So I'm going to leave this introduction really short and just jump right into things. Alright, so before we start, I can unpause it now though. Just want to show you a little obstacle course I created for our have-nots competition. Basically, I just wanted to make this is one of a new type I created, an obstacle course. I've been seeing it in some other people's videos, so I just wanted to try it myself. Oh, people are still going outside. Looks like Amari is already jumping in. I need him to go here though. And basically what's going to happen is we're going to send one simmer in at one time, and basically what they're going to do is we're going to start a timer once they have the sim sit over here on this chair over here. They're going to start the timer, and the first step in their obstacle course is to swim across to get to this grill. And at the grill, they're going to make a hot dog. And after making the hot dog, they're going to have to eat it, and then clean up their mess, and then swim over here and sit down. Now, the timer will only stop once the sim sits down and the dishes are, first of all, the hot dog's eaten and the dishes are completely cleaned. And the last 3 people to do this competition, or the slowest people to do this competition, will be that 3 have-nots. So they'll be living in this room with these really low-quality beds, eating food from this low-quality kitchen, using this low-quality bathroom, etc. And they won't be allowed to go inside any of these rooms over here. Anything that's luxurious, they can't use. They will be able to go inside this room, but they will not be able to sleep on their beds. So I'll have to keep watching for them. And here we go. As we saw in the last video, Tyler, she won the head of household. So she does not have to compete in this competition. Actually, she will be sleeping in the new head of household room once I redecorate it for her. And you can see on the memory wall that her frame is golden. It's not something that actually happens in Big Brother, but I wanted to make something special for her. So yeah, Tyler's memory photo is golden right now. At the end of this episode, Tyler's going to be choosing 2 other house guests to be sitting in this chair, and they'll be nominated for Eviction. And then on Wednesday, we'll have the veto competition, which can change one of those nominations. And then Thursday, the house guests will vote to kick one of those house guests out. And then we'll just start the new week over on Sunday. All right, so Amari just can't stop going outside. I'm going to tell him to go. Oh, not you. Whoops. I'm going to tell Amari. Hold on. Of course he did. Alright, so he's already trying to beat everyone. Did it work? Well, since Amari's already at it, I'm going to have him clean up this mess so we can start this competition. Actually, you want him to not call the meal. You want him to clean it up. There we go. So at least Amari is approving that this competition can be done. So I was always afraid that the Sims would not realize that swimming is a valuable mean of traveling, but they seem to be okay with this. Okay, so he's washing that. Now I'm gonna have him teleport here. I'm gonna get my timer ready. Let's see. So for this competition, like I said, I was going to do for pretty much every competition. I'm going to force their cheats to be force their needs to be filled, just to make everything run smoothly. A lot of people are complaining. A lot of the Sims were complaining in the other competition that they were getting tired and whatnot. So I'm going to have him. He can't stop going there. I'm going to just raise everyone's needs up so that way the only obstacle they have is the actual obstacle in front of them and not their needs. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a queue of actions to do. So I am pausing him again. I already did it a few times. So I'm going to have him sit down. And then I'm going to have him grill one hot dog. I mean, I think he's going to make more than one, but he's going to do whatever he's going to have to do. And I'm going to have him eat that hot dog. And then have him sit down here. Hopefully, pretty much the idea is that most Sims, or some Sims will at least try, like before they do their next task, they'll try to clean up their mess first. So we'll see how that works. Okay. So if by chance they create like a full plate of hot dogs instead of just one, I'll just make sure that they only clean up the one they're using, and hopefully that will work out. If they try to clean up the bigger dish, I'll move it out of the way. So here comes Amari at the beginning of this competition for the have-not. Let me raise his needs up. Make him happy. Look at him. I'll just put this here for now. Okay. So I'm going to have Amari. So his first step is to sit down. He's going to grill. And then I'm going to have him sit down over here. And as soon as he sits down in his first chair, I will start my timer. And also the whole point of this is also that he has to eat a full hot dog and clean up the full plate, that one plate of hot dog, before I turn off the timer. So I have his actions all queued. I'm going to get ready to start the timer. I'm going to unpause it. As soon as he sits down, it's going to start. All right, so if you've noticed, I had to pause the game and rebuild everything a little bit because when Amari did this obstacle course the first time, the fence wasn't as, I guess, secure enough for him that he would just walk through the fence and just make shortcuts, which kind of messed things up. So I decided to replace the fence with a half wall, so he's now less likely to take any shortcuts and do the obstacle course the way it was meant to be. So now I have his actions all queued up, and as soon as he sits down, I'm going to start my timer again. So I'm going to unpause it, see how he handles this. Alright, timer started. He's into the water now. Again, he's making a slow start at the beginning over there, but it seems to be making a little bit of progress over here. Alright, come on. I'm ready to stop the timer as soon as he sits down. Alright, so we stopped at 4:24. Okay, so he is done. So Amari's time is 4:24. I'm going to reset everything else and send the next contestant in. Alright, so now we have Dwayne going to compete in this have-nots competition. I already reset his needs. And I have his first two tasks queued. So right now we have Amari at 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Let's see how fast Dwayne can do it. Timer started. And as you can see, they're gaining a cooking skill in here. So cooking skill will not be one of the skill building skills that we're gonna have the Sims try to compete for, because they're automatically getting this So like same thing for last competition was logic. They were playing chess. So they won't have any skill building challenges for logic either. Actually, I remember I've seen a challenge on YouTube actually where the challenge is to have all these Sims sit in one room, and the last person to eat food or opens a fridge is the winner of that competition. So that was a cool challenge to use. I might want to use one of those. Keep in mind while all of this is happening, the Sims are building up relationships with each other, which is good for votes. And some of them are probably breaking some relationships, which is even better for nominations. And I remember last game, Aaliyah had a huge fit in there when she lost her chess match to Haley, the head of household competition. So she's lucky now that Tyler's the head of household instead. So she hasn't really gotten on Tyler's nerves yet, but it doesn't mean that Haley couldn't vote her out. All right, time for task number 2. Oh, but he didn't clean up that mess. No. Clean it up first. Then you can sit. Come on, buddy! There's about 24 seconds to beat him. Go! Go! For some reason, he wants to make more food. Ooh, 4 minutes and 13 seconds. And stop. He stops at 4:16. Wow, beating Amari's time. Good job, Dwayne. All right, up next is Mandy for the Have-Nots competition. So far, we have Amari at 4 minutes and 24 seconds and Dwayne in the lead at 4 minutes and 16 seconds. Let's see how Mandy will play out. Here we go. Starting the timer. So far, they've all taken the same amount of time to swim over, which is interesting, because I know Sims can swim at different speeds depending on their fitness skill. Where's she gonna go with it? Ah, she's a little bit smarter, but she still has to wash the dishes. Is she almost done? Is she gonna be a Sim who instinctively washes her dishes when she's done, or do I have to tell her? Because I feel if they do it on their own, it's a little bit faster for them. About 2 minutes and a half in. But she might be able to beat them. She's almost done eating. She enjoyed her meal. I can see already. Now what's she going to do? Ah, okay. Let's sit down. Quick. She is probably the fastest so far. She's barely at 3 minutes right now. All right, Mandy. Just surprising everybody with your clumsy skill. Not that this is really going to require you to not be clumsy, but about to stop her timer. She's only at about 3 minutes in. So she got set 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Congratulations, Mandy. You are so far in the lead. Everyone's getting faster and faster. All right, up next is Haley for the competition. And so she's ready to go. So I'm going to reset this timer for her. Let's go. Timer started. She's pulling a Mandy again, sitting on the edge to eat her food. Which I think is actually a cool thing from The Sims 4. I don't think Sims could do this in The Sims 3. Just sit on the edge of a pool to eat. There's something I think her eyebrows, for some reason, remind me of Vanessa from Big Brother 17. I don't know exactly why, but I can kind of see it. Everything else about her is completely different, but her eyebrows, they just scream Vanessa. And if you don't know who Vanessa is, she came in essentially what you would call third place. She was the third person evicted third to last person evicted from the house in Big Brother 17, which is this season. She was really close to winning. She was very, very manipulative. She's going into the water. It's at 3.5 minutes. Will she beat anybody's time? I know she's already a little behind for Mandy. Get ready to pause her. Stop. I don't know why they always go for that food over there. Quick. Oh my god. And time. 3 minutes and 55 seconds, Haley. Alright, so I realized that Mandy actually didn't clean up her dishes when she did it. So what I did is I put the plate back because I realized that Haley was trying to do the same thing. And I'm going to time her washing the dishes and then jumping back into the water. And since she enters the water completely, I will pause the timer and add that to her original time, which is 3 minutes and 8 seconds. So yeah, trying to get sneaky on me. I see how she's doing this. Alright, I'm going to start the timer as soon as I press unpause. Well, as soon as her cue task becomes ready. Here we go. Right? She's a clumsy sim, so you'd assume this would be difficult, but guess not. Nope. Ooh, this is gonna ruin her time. She's going everywhere she's not supposed to go. Okay, so that added 20 seconds to her time. So she still beat Haley, but you had to add that on to her. Okay. Alright, now it's Aaliyah's turn to do her have-not competition. So I'm gonna get ready to start the timer.
Dida.
Now.
Oh, queen.
Alright, she's probably the slowest so far. Oh, she has her little hat for swimming. Yep, she's so far taking the longest, but I think just from that beginning. Yes, I think I absolutely want Aaliyah to win this competition. It is, excuse me, she's just, her evilness is just too much fun. That maniacal laugh. Eat up, honey. Can't afford to be a have-not. No, but I do love that she's evil and outgoing at the same time. So she's like, she gets pretty much the epitome of one of the best Big Brother players there. She can cause drama, but she also knows how to talk to people. So, and she's business savvy, so she knows how to make a deal. So theoretically, she should be amazing, but she is taking the tortoise's way in this race. So she might be a have-not this week.
Murray.
No, see, they keep doing that. But I do love how on The Sims, the EA really incorporated getting the Sims to use the half walls as a counter. So she won't beat Mandy even with Mandy's edited time. But she might be able to beat Haley. She can just sit down. Ooh, it's close. We stopped at 3:47. Good job, Haley. Aaliyah, you really surprised me there with that slow beginning. Oh, look at everyone eating! This is so nice.
Snubara, Dubna Timbi.
Vula Shaka Teebs.
Yafispar.
Siglona.
Narshko.
Mikos
Sheshere.
Funchil
Kappa Baru.
Tumba Krumbao.
Wago Fruj.
Alright, let's see.
Yumba Jabe.
Chimere Jabin Slawfish. Jabi.
Let's start off with Boston. It's gonna be Dylan's turn to do the have-nots competition soon. It's on like take a look at everybody. So Boston, he seems to only really be hitting it off with Aaliyah and definitely Mandy, and maybe a little bit of Haley. I wish I could actually see the percentages. I'm probably gonna have to play this by ear to see exactly whose relationship's higher than the other. Tyler. Haley seems to be the favorite sim in this house. Well, wait. Yeah, because so far she has at least a little bit of a relationship with 2 people now. And Amari liking Aaliyah. Aaliyah's kind of owning the house too, so Aaliyah and Haley, which those are the 2 sims who had that little dramatic scene during that last HOH competition, so it's not too hard to see. Dwayne seems to be hitting it off with what looks like Amari and Haley. I can't really see if those are just the base relationship skills or points. Then we already saw Mandy. Boston. Oh. Yeah, so Boston's being his. Oh, he's being hilarious right now. Yeah, so Boston and Mandy, and I'm actually now I'm thinking Mandy's kind of owning it. I was gonna say Haley was, but Mandy has a little bit more connections with more people. Although Haley has bigger connections with almost the same amount of people, so it's close. Alright, so Dylan, we need to make you happy. Look, you don't need to pee anymore. Alright, so here is Dylan's competition. Let's see how fast he can do this. So far, the have-nots with the given times we have now are going to be Amari, Dwayne, and Haley. But it could all change. We could see how slow Dylan goes. So right now we're about 30 seconds in. What just happened to him? What is he doing? I don't understand what just happened! Is he getting sunburned? I don't understand what's going on with my sim. This is so new. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. If you guys know, I'm guessing this is like a new Sims 4 thing. If you guys know what's going on, let me know. It's getting itchy. I remember this from the outdoor retreat pack, which I have. He must have gotten poison ivy, but how? He was literally outside for like 10 seconds. And there's no shrubbery. Do we have any shrubbery in here? When I build houses, I rarely build plants. I know I have plants in the HOH room, and that's like it. And he has not been in the HOH room. Tyler hasn't even gone in there yet, because I haven't decorated it yet. But he was the first one to clean the dishes right on the get-go. Alright, he's gonna come in the water. He might be safe. Close. Nah, I think it's really close. Really close. He just has to do this in 10 seconds. Ooh. Oh my god. 3 minutes and 54 seconds. He's 1 second faster than Haley's time. Alright. Alright, and last but hopefully not least is Boston for the Have-Nots Challenge. Let's see how he handles this competition. I'm really glad though that they can just swim to places. Like, I could just make the entire house like a pool. And they think, oh, gotta swim to get to the spot. I like that. It's probably something that's always happened in The Sims, but I don't think I've ever tried doing that until recently. And he sits down at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Congratulations, Boston. You are not to have not.
Gibbs.
Unfortunately, Amari, who is already uncomfortable, and passing out on the floor. Great, it's gonna be perfect because he's gonna be sleeping in the worst bed he's probably ever will experience in his entire sim life. Him, Haley, also in this room with them, enjoying her last nice meal for the week. And Dwayne will be the have-nots for this first week. I will make sure to unlock the doors for them. Alright, so this is the aftermath of the have-nots competition. Lots of unused hot dogs all over the place. I will clean this all up when I'm done with this episode. So now I have unlocked the have-nots bedroom. So basically what I did was I didn't unlock the two regular bedrooms because there's a seat in there, and as long as they're not sleeping or napping on the beds, they can actually be in the room. But if they're going to actually close their eyes on a bed, they need to be in these one of these three beds. I did lock them out of the two main bathrooms, but they have their have-nots bathrooms over here. The issue with that is that they tend to break often. And again, I mean, I'll still have to replace it, but it'll make a mess. So that should play a role in the game. And the have-nots have been locked out of this kitchen over here and allowed only access to this kitchen here. But if you notice, there's no stove or anything to heat up, so they're going to be eating cold food. So that's part of the challenge. The part of the punishment they get for being a have-not. So that is Dwayne, Amari, and Haley, who are have-nots. So now that we're all done with that, we can actually go upstairs and look at the HOH room that I will be unlocking for everyone again. So this is going to be something I have to monitor throughout the game because only Tyler's the only person allowed in the room by herself. So this is kind of a problem because I just had Dwayne walk in. But I'm going to let it slide because I'm hoping everyone's going to walk in there anyway to just check out what's going on. So it's like, check out my HOH room from Rachel. If you're a Big Brother fan, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, so basically how I'm going to do it is after she goes into the room for the first time, I'm going to make it so that the door is locked to everyone else when she is not in the room. If she's in the room, then anyone can go inside of it. When she's sleeping, she can sleep with somebody else in the room, but she has to be able to sleep in the bed first. So if they don't have a good enough relationship and only one of them can sleep in the bed, she gets priority. I'm gonna lock this door for everyone but Tyler, so that way at least the bathroom is her sanctuary. So I decorated it, changed the colors around just for her. I basically based it on the color of her outfit, so nothing horribly special. But yeah, so they get to play with this little virtual reality set here. She has this, what looks like a Rubik's Cube, not Rubik's Cube, a Magic 8 Ball, but in the shape of a cube. There was a tablet, but I'm assuming somebody came in there and took it from her. I'm going to make it so that nobody else can use that tablet unless she's in the room, so I'm going to cancel the action. Sorry, Dylan. No tablet usage for you. Looks like he's going to put it away. No. What are you doing, Haley? Oh yeah, so if I see the have-nots sleeping in a bed they're not supposed to, I'll just put them into any simming in a bed they're not supposed to. I will just make them sleep in the correct one. So she's going to experience some annoyances. He's so uncomfortable. He's tired. and hungry, and he's looking at the door that he can't just get into because I locked it. So it's unfortunate. Okay. So I'm gonna have the nomination ceremony after everyone wakes wakes up in the morning. So probably around maybe noon time for them. I'll do that. And again, it's gonna be based on relationships. So they're gonna have a few more sim hours to adjust that for each other, and then we will have our nominations for this episode. Okay, let's see how everyone else is doing around the house. Stretch. He's always energized. Is he active? No, he's lazy. Why is he always energized? Oh yeah, see, Dwayne gained a gaming skill. That's another skill that will not be a part of the have-nots competition. Dwayne is having the time of his life in this room, and he's a have-not. I should actually I might lock the room out to have-nots. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have, if you're a have-not, you can't go in here. Nah. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm sorry, buddy. Nah, I don't think I'm going to do that, but since she's not in this room, I feel like there's a sim who's not sleeping where she's supposed to. Where's Dwayne? Look at him! Bored and using the have-nots bathroom. Sucks to be him. I think I locked the people who can use the have-not the haves rooms. I think I locked the have-nots room, the bathroom from them. So I'm actually forcing him to have a nicer life. You are not sleeping in that bed, but if you want to sleep, there's one more bed just waiting here for you. Dylan's feeling tense. Aw, because he hasn't been flirting with anybody. There's 7 eligible sims in this house. You can flirt with all of them. They would not. They would not think lowly of you. Well, regardless of anyone's needs, I'm going to have this nomination ceremony at noon in this game's time. So they can do whatever they want. Sleep or not. As long as they're in the right beds. Drinking orange juice. He's always energized. He must be drinking something that's like intense. Because all he has to do is pee and play games. And I think he's actually trying to like boost his relationship with Dylan. I think for our ceremonies, I'm going to turn off free will, but I'm not sure because I don't know how unrealistic they'll be if free will is turned off. Just so that way they can all sit still, so they keep trying to move around. Let's take a look at some of the relationships again, though. So Boston is good with Dylan and Haley, and it looks like Mandy. I don't know if I can organize it. I wish you can organize it by the relationships. I can easily see who's going to go where. But his relationship with Tyler is not so great. I mean, they're all acquaintances right now. None of them have really made huge relationship jumps. But still. Yeah, but it looks like the person he needs to be having a relationship with is the head of household. The person he should be having a good relationship with is the head of household right now, so it might not be so great for him. Right now, it looks like the person that Tyler has the smallest relationship with is Boston and Dylan. So this might be a crazy one. It's sad because like Dwayne, not Boston and Dylan, Boston and Dwayne. Dwayne keeps entering her room. The doors are unlocked. Actually, where is she? Oh, she's in her bathroom. I don't know. They're just kind of standing around. Yeah, but so far Tyler has a low relationship with Boston and Dwayne, so they are most likely going to be on the block tomorrow in this and Friday's noon time in the game. It looks like Boston and Tyler are becoming good friends with Amari, which is nice to see, especially Tyler. So they might be like, I know because they were playing against each other in the HOH competition, and it seemed like they were hitting it off. His energy is not going down. It's so weird. It's weird how he's bored though. He's bored and gamed out at the same time. It's like I played too many games that I'm bored all of a sudden. It's like, okay, but usually the gaming makes you not bored. All right, Mandy. Oh my god. I'm gonna put you in a bed. Mandy, please head to the bedroom. As they would do in Big I'm sorry, I'm gonna be like quoting a lot of Big Brother throughout the series over here, so bear with me. So this head of household is sleeping during times that people could be using to raise their relationship with her, but they can't because she's sleeping and she's locked, and everyone else is locked out of the room. So, all right, she's feeling confident. I love self-assured Sims. No, I really do like that. Especially, I mean, if you notice, my YouTube avatar is of Tyler doing her confident pose. I just loved it, so I had to use it. What are all of these other Sims up to right now? I do not think Boston has slept this entire night. Nope. And now he's feeling tired, and all he wants to do is drink coffee. I feel like they don't realize they have beds. For some reason, they're all napping when they should be sleeping. They're awake when they shouldn't be. They're passing out on the floor when they shouldn't be. Drinking coffee when they could just go to bed. Like these Sims are really weird, but hey, do what you gotta do. I know in Big Brother the house makes everyone go crazy a little bit, so this could be the equivalent. Look, going for more coffee. And the thing is, no one's cleaned up this mess. Well, Amari's doing his push-ups, so it might be good for a future competition. I mean, it could have helped him out in this have-nots competition. Didn't do so well. Actually, how much did he have? How many did he have? Oh, we only had 1 point, so I see. Oh, it's actually noon. Whoops, totally forgot about this. All right, so I'm gonna try doing that free will thing. I'm gonna bring everyone in here. Actually, I'll let Haley clean up because it's so cute. Was that Haley singing? It's not her singing, is it? Oh, it's someone in the shower. Ooh, wait, there's gossip. Uh-oh. Hopefully it's not about any of these house guests she's talking about. There we go. Alright, so this is the nomination ceremony. And I'm just having him sit down there just for imagery, not really because it's actually going to do anything. But looks like our nominations for this week, look at her. She's already upset about it, apparently. For this week are going to be, as we predicted, Boston and Dwayne.
Gibbs.
I wonder if I should make him do something that makes I don't know. But yeah, all right. Head of our nominees are going to be Boston and Dwayne for this week. And so on Wednesday, They'll have the veto competition, and whoever wins that has the opportunity to change one of these nominations. So Boston or Dwayne could be safe. And now we have our memory wall. In just a few seconds, it will be changing to show our two nominees, Boston and Dwayne. Alright, this concludes this episode. If you liked what you saw, like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions on how we can use new ideas for competitions or anything else in the game, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll see if I can implement them in the game. I post new videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And as usual, thank you for watching.